afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Ramon Escalier here. Thank you for being here watching this video with me today. What I have done, as you can see, most of my orders have sold. If you watch my latest videos, I was working on Tron and I was showing you how I was making money using Tron, and then we used the Fibonacci retracement tool, which was this one. But we can go back a little bit, and then I had the trend line, and I told you how it was trending and how to buy and sell on the trend line. So hopefully you guys watched those videos. If you did, you made some good money, ladies and gentlemen, because look at this massive spike. And it went all the way. So I ended up selling all of my Tron that I had available. So if you look at my trade history, Tron, XRP sold too. So I'm watching XRP as we speak as well. I'm sitting on some XRP. I got rid of a batch, 652 of them. End up getting my sales on Tron, which is excellent. I still have a Tron order from the 11th of January, but this was an older order. It's almost 9,500 Tron. I'm waiting to sell that as well. But in the meantime, I sold all the ones that I put in the other day. So it pretty much took about, 3 days for it to sell? 2 days, maybe even 24 hours. I'm not sure. I don't remember how, because I make videos every day. I try to anyway. So I think it was two days it took to sell. And I showed you how to make small increment profits. So you sell at 25. You could do it that way, or you could wait for it to go all the way up to that level. I knew it was going to get up here, and you could have sold here. Why? Because this is where institutional investors put their money. They use the Fibonacci retracement tool, and that's how they can factor in wherever is the coin going to go. Now, I would not buy here. Now, I'm going to move this trend line for this particular video. There we go. As you can see, it's now consolidating. It's going to go left to right. It's a possibility. As you can see, it's starting to go down, losing volume here. It may go lower. I mean, this is where, again, you can't short coins on Binance. So you have to either wait for them to go down. So what's the next thing to do? You move on to the next coin, because you made your profit here. You sold everything. If you did it like how I did it, 25, and the rest of it up here, it all sold. So we made some good money. Let's move on to the next coin. So I will go to Ripple, for instance, in this video. I'm going to go to Ripple. Waiting for it to load up here. So as you can see, there was a nice steep climb here. I ended up selling, let's see. I ended up selling 652 shares. I bought them at under like 80 something, like was real. I bought it down here somewhere, and I sold it at 90.45, so which is good profit there. I'm still sitting at about 25,000, rounded off to the highest number. You know what I mean? But I still have another. Oh no, I sold them all here. I just sitting on this. So I'm gonna wait for it to climb some more. I wanted to get it to 10,000, 10,500 before I start selling it all. And then wait for it to drop again, because there's a lot of selling volume here, as you can see here, and there's not too much buying volume until you start getting lower lows around 89, 88 again, and I'm not comfortable with this right here. As you can see, 89.29. It looked like it was trending upwards. I had the tool out. I bring out my trend line tool and I hit it here. I have to refresh the page. The way this thing works is miraculous. I don't like Binance tools, but you know, you got to use what you got to use. You can't, if it's not unless you go to TradingView. TradingView is really good. I like using TradingView, but I don't want to have to go there to factor in coins, because I like to see the live reading here. But it's trending upwards, as you can see. It's above the 99 EMA. As you can see, it's above, almost, it's bouncing off that 25 day, and you know, it's above the 7-day here, and it seems to be running left to right. So it's big, massive buy, a little bit of a selling, back up. Now it's consolidating left to right. This is what you call a miniature book flag in a sense. But since there was a new high here, you can't, because it broke this. Now these are new highs, which is good. That means it's trending. So if you put a line here, you just got to wait. If you put a trend line here, it has to bounce off of it a couple of times, at least 3-4 times, at least 3 times. It has to bounce off that trend line at least 3 times for it to be considered trending. You don't want to put a trend line and then there's no, let me refresh this page. I'm going to refresh the page just so I can get that trend line in here, because I hate telling you and not showing you. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to get the tools and I'm going to put trend line. You have to refresh. I don't understand why Binance does this, it's beyond me, but they won't allow you to use the tools effectively, like you really should be using the tools. Now, this is the trend line I was talking about. As you can see on this trend line, there's no bounce. You know, there's a massive rise and a pullback, rise. Now it's steady, rise, pullback. Now it's steady. So if you look at the steady, what comes after the steady? Usually a rise. But as you can see, it's a sell-off. There's a lot of people selling here. There's a lot of volume being sold off if you're using Binance. So this candle could probably tank. And if it breaks this trend line, then guess what? It's no longer trending. But if it bounces off this trend line, it goes up. So you have one hit and only two hits. And this is just the beginning candle. So this is not a good time to buy. If it was multiple hits off this trend line, that was there like three or more hits on the trend line, then it's trending. If it's bouncing off and going up, bouncing, going up, this is not trending. This is just somebody bought, and now it's going left to right. And now it could break this trend line and go down, because it looks like it's potentially going to happen anyway. By the looks of it, it looks like it's going to happen. So we'll see what happens. This is XRP, ladies and gentlemen. If it breaks below this line, get rid of this trend line, and because you got to start new, you know. And then you have to figure out, I would bring out my Fibonacci retracement tool, get rid of the trend line, because obviously we don't need the trend line. There's not multiple hits. There's no 3 hits here. There's only 1, 2. It looks like there's hitting here. Now, if it bounces off here, you still don't want to go up. You still don't want to put a bid here, because you don't know if this is a legitimate trend line. There wasn't more than 3 hits. So get rid of it. That's what I would tell you. You don't need it. What you're going to want to do is bring your Fibonacci out, okay? Because now you have to factor in, you know, the high and the lows, all that good stuff, and all in one good day. So this is what you want to do. You want to set it up like this. You know it bounced here. This is the lowest point. And if you would have bought here, right over here, obviously I think it was 4:30 in the morning. Was it 4:30? No, this was 4... Yeah, this was 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday. And that's when it spiked up, as you can see here. If you would have bought here, great. You would have made some great money here. You would have made over 100 something Satoshi for each share. And then it bounced off the EMA. And you know there's usually a rubber band effect, a pullback, when it gets too far away from the EMAs. Then what happens, this is great. When you see the purple, the yellow cross over the purple cross over the burgundy, and now it's steady. This is trending, these 3. If they stay just like this, but you see a little sell-off here. But now it went back up, and everything's running good, smoothly. So now here's where the question is the yellow going to cross over the purple? If it does, guess what? We're going to tank, and we're going to start being oversold or start dropping. If the yellow stays above the purple, I'm sorry I'm calling it colors, but the EMAs, the 25-day and the 99-day, and this is the 7-day. So if the 7-day EMA stays over the 25-day EMA, we're good. But if all these start tanking below this 99 EMA, they're going to be in trouble. You're going to start seeing stuff like this, and it could be another bear market for another week. Ripple has been like this for a couple of weeks. A month ago, I think it was at 10,000 Satoshi. Right around it was hovering there, but then it was just tanking a few weeks in a row. I did not panic, because you can still make money in between. So don't panic. If you're sitting on your Tron, you're sitting on your Ripple and you want to make some money, then you have to find good ways to buy and sell. So I'm not selling just because it went this high, because as you can see, it was steadily going and it dropped here a little bit, went back up, and now it's dropping again. I don't want to sell. Now, if BTC is going up a lot, then yes, I'm selling my XRP. Why? If BTC is climbing really, really fast, right, what I'll do is I'll sell all my XRP, turn it into BTC. As the value of BTC grows, you're going to be able to buy more at Ripple, because the majority of the time, Ripple and BTC don't usually, in correlation, BTC does not climb as equally to XRP. They don't. XRP will gain some ground, but it's not as fast as BTC. BTC will gain a lot more ground, a lot faster. Once you make all that money with BTC, then you can go back in and buy more Ripple. So all you have to do is change it. By changing it, you just need to sell it. If you're trading in XRP BTC, if you're trading in XRP USD, then that's different, because you're turning it into cash, and now you got to take that cash and turn it into dollars. So technically, if you have no US dollars here, your money's going to continue to trade. It's going to go and flow with the markets. But as soon as you turn into BTC, USD dollars, it'll stop, falling or climbing. If you take it and you put it into true USD, I think that's true USD is what they call it. It's a stable coin, is what they're called. Stable coin. I think Binance has a stable coin. I don't know which coin that is, but I know they must. I think they have one, more than likely. I don't go into stable coins only because I think that Bitcoin hit the bottom. I don't think it's gonna get any lower. I mean, it could possibly hit down. At one point I said it can go as far down as 2,500, and then I expected to climb from there. So I mean, I gotta stop talking. Let's just talk to trading. So it's trending a little bit. As you can see, it's starting to level off a little bit. It looks like it's up. It's turning red. There's a possible drop happening or coming. So I don't know how far it's going to go. Probably bounce off this like it did many times here. So this is a nice strong point. Once these three lines are just aligned like this, you got the yellow, purple, and burgundy. And then a line like that, usually the red will bounce right off of that EMA, the 99. See? And then you'll probably have another bounce here. So if I was to trade, I'm not trading this coin right now, but if I was to trade this coin, I would wait for this bounce here and buy here, like at 89.50. I'll bounce it, buy 89.50, and then hopefully watch that climb again. And then I'll probably 89.50, sell at 90.25. I won't go too far high because he hit there once. But around 89 or 9,000, I will go probably a little lower. 89.98, because I'm sure somebody's got, see, 9,000 is a massive sell-off. So you want to go to 89.99 is where you want to put the sale. So 89.99, which is right below the 9,000 marker. And you make a little bit of money here, depending on how many shares you have. That's be a good time to buy, which is right off the 89.50, and then sell at 89.99. You're not gonna make a ton of money here, so I usually stay away from trades like that. But I mean, if you got nothing to really trade, you got to trade something. You want to make money every day. So I was trading here, as you can see. Trade history, I got all of this. Yesterday, I bought Neo. I sold everything. I sold Ripple, Tron, all today. I made 0.02 Bitcoin on these trades, profit-wise anyway. So 0.02, I don't know, like $50, something like that. I think that's what that price is. I don't even know what the price is of Bitcoin. I don't even calculate that. As long as I see my numbers growing, I'm happy. But I know it's about something like that anyway. Because I was at 2.51. I'm at 2.5. No, I was at 2.49. I'm at 2.52. So if that makes any justice for selling this coin. Now, Kraken, this is difficult. I mean, trying to get this thing down and learning how to, settle and short. As you can see, I was doing some purchasing. I'm down. I went long on this a while back. I still have this position. This was created on January 14th, 2019. And this is where my long position was purchased. And as you can see, it only got this high. I should have sold here and just took a hit. But I didn't, and it dropped. And now I'm just like, you know what? It's only a couple $100. I'm going to wait to see what happens. This is XRP, BTC on Kraken. I was going to stop it and then short it. I'm trying to learn how to short using this program, but I don't like the design. This is a horrible, horrible chart system they got here. I mean, this almost reminds me of Atari back in the day. If you ever watched Atari or played Atari, ColecoVision, this is the type of chart they have here. It is the worst chart I've ever seen in my life. I will not use this thing. I am telling you, it looks just like it looks like asteroids, and you're playing asteroids. It's hard to read. It's just horrific. So I put my bid order and I just stay away from it until they fix this. I mean, this is listen. I wouldn't even want to put my money in Kraken the way this chart was built, so ugly and so how making all this money that you're making. At least make the chart look decent. Bittrex has a decent system. This is decent. You have some tools. Not the greatest. TradingView is the best, but I mean, TradingView has an API. Go there, get the API, and add it to Kraken. You know what I mean? Put it here so we can make it look good. But no, that's not what they want to do. Anyways, let's move on. So today we're talking about Ripple. If you want to trade some other coins, I mean, see this, Tron is up 5.49%, which is good. XRP is up 0.16. EOS is up 0.56, so there might be some money to make here. ADA is down almost 1%. Let's take a look at ADA. We'll take a look at Vibe. Vibe was up yesterday, I know that, but now it's down. This might be oversold, so let's take a look at ADA. Oh, so look at these two massive spikes here. That'd have been nice money making. Let me fix my chart here. Let me get myself out of the way. Let me get my big melon patch out of the way. Here we go. And right here. Now it looks like it's trending upward. These are massive swings, which is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to say this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, I'm going to say 13, 14, 15. This is 15. I want it to drop a little bit more. It looks like it's going to happen here. So you should see a drop. And then once, how far down is it going to go? Do you want it to go? I will put my bid right around here. Because if it's trending, because we're going to get a little trend line tool out. We'll put the trend line tool. Hopefully it'll work without me having to reset everything. Alright, so we're going to go. See, it broke here. So we can't see how it broke. We have to go here, which stinks, but that's the way the story is, ladies and gents. As you can see, it's bouncing off that trend line. So bang, bang. Ooh, we can say bang here. But bang, bang, bang. That's 3 times. Let's see what happens. It looks like it bounced. There's no wick though on this candle. I don't see a wick. Do you see a wick? I don't see a wick. But it looks like it's bouncing off this. It's possibly going up. Let's wait. I mean, because it's here. This could possibly go down any minute now. If it does, if it goes down, then you want to put your buy order right on the trend line. So 11.09, I guess. But wait, because it's going up. Right now it's at 11.20. It could go up. You don't want to buy here, and then it goes. Well, you don't want to buy here, and then it drops, and then you're like, oh gosh, now I got to make up that ground. Making up ground in crypto stinks. So just be patient. As you can see, it's still being overbought. It looks like it's on its way down, so I would not put any money here. I would be patient on this sale and wait to see if it drops. And the potential for it to drop. This candle could turn red, or in 30 minutes increment, 30-minute candles, the next candle could start going red, and it'll probably hit the trend. Now there's the candle wick. See how the little wick came up above the green? That's a good sign that the bulls are in effect. But let's be patient. I wouldn't do anything here unless this thing drops, or the next candle drops and bounces off this trend line. That's my buy order. Okay, that's what I would do. So I wouldn't do anything as of right now. Just keep an eye on it. But follow the trend line. Remember, we're starting the trend line on 121 at 330. Okay, so as you can see here, 121 at 330, that number right there. This is where we're going to put a trend line, and then wait for it to skyrocket or bounce off here. Put a buy, and then how far is it going to go? Once you put your bid order here, if it's trending upwards, if it's hit it multiple times, which it has 1, 2, 3. And if it does it again, that's 4. That's an indication that, hey, this is trending upwards. So what you're going to do, you're going to put your buy order here. And obviously, you want to sell at the 50 to 61.8. You want to get greedy and go up here. That's entirely up to you. But making a good profit right around here. So as you can see, it hit here multiple times, many before. So 61.80 is a good indication to sell. So buy here, sell here. But wait for the bounce, because it may just go up straight up. I mean, if you feel, if you feel like you, what do you call those guys? People that do action movies, daredevils. If you feel like a daredevil, you want to get in here and buy now, it's entirely up to you. Each their own. Because, that's entirely up to you. I mean, there's not a lot of selling power. I mean, there was I'm talking about a massive amount of selling power before. I mean, but look at how many Bitcoins. It's only 270 Bitcoins being traded right now on Vibe. But look at all the sales. The sales are way up there. 1,300, 1,230. So there's a massive sale right here. Massive sell-off anyway. So yeah, there's a potential to make some good money here. Potential to make some good money on Vibe. Vibe is 3 cents a coin right now. So I think it's a little more than Tron. But it's, XRP is obviously 30-something cents, which is a lot more money. But you can get a lot of shares doing this. ADA, I think, is at 2 cents. Vibes at 3 cents. As you can see, a lot of support at 1100. So if my indications are correct, this is 1100. They think it's going to bounce off the 161.8 line. So this is the 1100 marker on the Fibonacci retracement tool. A 161.8 line. That's a possibility, but I highly doubt it because it's following a trend line. If it follows this next candle and the wick bounces off this, this is your support, not here. Okay, your support will be here. This is where you want to buy and then sell at the 61.8 line. You want to sell before everybody else. So 1184, which will leave you 1184, which is right here, right around this area. Because once anything above, or you can wait and go up to 1199, which is 1199. This is right here. It's a little too high. You know what I mean? Because as you can see, it only really likely spent a hit here with 2 massive buys, and that was kind of like bang bang, and it was done, and then the drop. So I will put my sell order still on 1183 just to be safe. I will put my sell order at 1183. If you want to do the increments, you can do that. So 25% at 119 or the 100. 119 something. I would probably sell my sell. If you buy here, 25% here, 25% here, 50% here. The rest of it, that's 100%. So you make money increments as you go up. And then you can put those sell orders in, just whatever amount you buy, just divide that by 4 and then make your sales that way. Other than that, that's it. I mean, I ain't got too much to say today other than I just wanted to make sure you guys get a video out. I'm trying to make a video every day. If you have any suggestions on what coins you would like me to look at, comment below. You know what I mean? Comment below. Don't forget the links in the description. If you don't have a Binance account, that link will be in the description. If you want to message me, that link will be in the description. If you like to gamble a little bit, play Tron games, Tron D apps, those links will be in the description as well. If you want to market and love marketing and need a marketing platform, that link will be in the description as well. I also do training on that as well. I still use it to this day. Love it. Having fun, creating funnels, email lists, etc. It's all there. And this is how you market, ladies and gentlemen. So other than that being said, nothing too crazy today. Market overall this weekend didn't do great. I mean, today it started to bounce up a little bit. There is a holiday today. This is Martin Luther King's Day for a lot of individuals that celebrate it. But, I mean, look at the coins here. And it's down. So, Vibe is down. So, that's a good sign. Only problem is it's not showing that here. You know, it's not showing that it's being oversold. Now, if it was being oversold and this was red and it was bouncing off here, that was like that's like, yes, the perfect buy moment. You know what I mean? Because it's being oversold, it hit the trend line, and boom, that's where you want to buy. Bam. And all of a sudden, you know there's going to be a massive spike. That'd be excellent. But you can't trade on all. You got to try to figure out where the best conditions for you to buy. You don't want to trade on just one tool. You got to look at all the tools and figure out where you think your buying and sell orders are going to be. Don't make mistakes of just using one. So if you guys want to use a trend line and then just go with a trend line, not even look at the MACD or the RSI, that's a big mistake. Okay, some people do it, but you need to know where the volume's at. If a lot of volume is on the buying and it's trending up, well, guess what happens right after? There's going to be a lot of selling. You know, there's going to be a lot of selling, and then that's what you're going to see. These big, huge red drops, just like this. And this one, the people probably thought, oh, okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy here. Because it dropped, there was some support, it went up again and dropped. I guarantee you, people put their money here, and if they would have did that, whoop, they would have lost even more money. And eventually they made that money back, but you get the idea. So that's why you want to use multiple tools and not just one. Well, that's all I had to share today. If you guys, again, links will be in the description for anything that you like or hold dear. Questions, please ask on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like, hit the notifications button. If you have any questions about any particular coins, let me know on Binance, and then we'll go ahead and read the chart together that way. So other than that, any tools you need to figure out, how to do this, how to do that, let me know. Other than that, appreciate you guys. Peace out. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care now. Bye-bye.